Hi, I'm Allie.
And I'm Becky.
We are registered dietitians that are passionate about food as medicine.
In this video, we are going to be making Master Tonic, an essential household staple for cold, flu, and virus season.
Yes, if you're looking for more functional medicine tips to support your household during the immune season, you might want to check out our Food as Medicine for the Whole Family program, which includes a module on immune health, as well as even information on cuts, scrapes, and bruises. And at alliemillerrd.com, you can check out our immune protocol, which includes diet, lifestyle, and supplement strategy. But Master Tonic is something that we both keep in our household. We tend to make it in about August or September to keep in the refrigerator throughout March so that we have this tool available when anyone's getting gunky or funky. And the Master Tonic has actually been rumored to eradicate the Bubonic Plague all the way dating back to the 1300s. Essentially, we're taking a lot of natural antiviral, antifungal, antimicrobial compounds in a very potent delivery of apple cider vinegar. The apple cider vinegar that you want to look for is going to be an unfiltered form. And so the most known brand out there is Bragg's apple cider vinegar. But as long as your bottle says raw unfiltered and notes that it has that mother culture included, you're going to get both a probiotic, which is going to support that microbiome, along with the acetic acid of the cider vinegar. And that's going to work as the medium to extract all of the powerful compounds from the spicy peppers, the also spicy horseradish, zingy ginger, garlic, and onion.
All right, should we put on our goggles now?
Yeah, let's get safe.
So this recipe
gloves too.
Yep, gloves, goggles. It's spicy. And so, if you don't want your eyes watering from the onion, and if we don't want to accidentally touch our face after the peppers, this is probably a safety measure. We look good.
Good.
I think we look really good.
Yeah.
All right.
Starting off with ginger? Ginger first.
Yeah, let's do ginger first. So we know ginger to be an antiemetic or really helpful for nausea, but it actually does have compounds in it as well that can fight cold, flu, and virus. And that spiciness is going to act as an expectorant, helping to bring up and thin mucus.
Yes, we in fact use a hefty amount of ginger in our herbal ginger syrup. So if you're looking for a household remedy and something to keep in your natural food as medicine cabinet, if you will, our herbal ginger syrup combines ginger as well as organic honey and lovage, which is an expectorant as well. And then that also has some wild cherry bark. These ingredients combine to break up phlegm and mucus and also suppress a cough as well as soothe a sore throat. So an easy option without needing all this sexy protective wear would be checking out our herbal ginger syrup, and we'll link that below.
It goes super well in tea, or I even made a hot toddy for my mom who was sick over the holidays. So just another application. Awesome. All right, I'm going to use the food processor for all of this because if we were chopping all of these things, it would get extra spicy. So we're going to pop the ginger into our food processor.
And that itself might prevent the need for these, but we just thought we could look extra cool for today's video. We don't often get to
Some ginger just went that way, but
rock out props.
Yeah.
Next up is garlic. Reality, what is garlic not good for? Garlic is a fabulous anti-inflammatory. It's shown in research to support healthy cholesterol levels and be heart healthy. It can prevent and aid in treatment of infection as it's antimicrobial, antiviral, and antibacterial. So garlic is one that we think of maybe like our 40 cloves of garlic bone broth based soup as something when the immune system is stressed or overburdened and we want to get back on track. Now with garlic, it's ideal to smash the cloves, and what I'm doing is just taking the back of my knife here, if you can see, and smashing these cloves so that they actually are able to have about 10 to 15 minutes to allow oxygenation or oxygen exposure to the sulfur-containing compounds within the garlic clove. This is going to enhance the disease-fighting properties. So I'm going to go ahead and smash these, and then we'll go forward with our ingredients and add them in at the end.
Okay, next up, we've got this lovely root that is pre-peeled for us. We peeled it off camera here, but this is horseradish. So we know horseradish to have that really pungent, spicy, in fact, I can smell it right now, aroma, and that's going to act as well as an expectorant, and it's going to be antimicrobial.
Yeah, like wasabi with your sushi, that's what makes your nose run.
Right.
For sure. Alrighty, so we got our garlic smashed. And then next up is the spiciest peppers that you can find at your farmer's market or grocery store. So we have serrano peppers here. We've just taken the stems off because we are using the food processor. But again, with all of these types of things, you'd want to chop them very fine if you are chopping them, and that's what would require this type of protective wear. You do want to keep the seeds intact. That's where that capsaicin or the spicy component of peppers will live. Also, peppers work as a expectorant, thinning mucus and phlegm, and they also are going to be antimicrobial. This is where we'll see a lot of spices used in other countries, often especially if we're talking about like street foods, which might be sold without refrigeration or the proper temperature controlling mechanisms for foodborne illness. That's because the spicy capsaicin is actually such a strong antimicrobial that it can prevent pathogen.
Right.
Get those guys in there. Yeehaw.
And then we're also adding 1 onion. So you can do a red onion like we've got here, or a white or yellow onion, doesn't really matter. And onion is also going to have a lot of those antimicrobial properties that we talked about. So I've just kind of quartered it here, popping it in.
It's also going to be really rich in quercetin, and quercetin is one of those that we saw during pandemic to be a very favorable antioxidant to actually inhibit spike protein. We also know that quercetin is really favorable for seasonal allergies. So even if you're dealing with like the itchy dry eye or like a cedar fever like we deal with in Texas, this could be a really great boost as well.
All right.
Now I think that garlic's ready.
I think it's ready.
All right. So let's go on over to the food processor and whip these things up.
As you're taking that top off, just kind of, keep your head away from it because those noxious gases are going to just release.
It's quite volatile, yes.
A little bit. Oh yeah, I can smell it all the way over here. And you can see this texture. It's looking pretty finely chopped, minced, shredded, whatever we want to call that. Looks good. And we are going to pop this into a large ball jar. Whew, that is getting to my eyes even through the safety goggles.
Yes.
So just FYI, guys, it's real spicy.
It'll
We're
clear
cleaning
you
business.
out.
It sure will. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull this into a mason jar and fill it up to the top. When I make this at home, I might even do maybe a double batch and make 2 big ball jars or an extra large ball jar, just because you don't really want to be doing this whole business twice.
Yes. So you can use the Master Tonic. What we're going to do next as that's filled is we're going to add in that apple cider vinegar with the mother, the probiotic-based apple cider vinegar. And that's going to facilitate a fermentation process. So not only are we using these really volatile, expectorant, antimicrobial, antiviral compounds, we're also going to be layering in probiotics. So we'll fill this up to the top. You might want to burp the lid a little bit in that process. And then what you're going to do is strain out all of the matter here, and then you'll be left with this liquid, which still has the infusion. Here she goes. See, you need a nose plug too.
Just crying over here, guys, just for you.
And so when you strain that out, you're going to end up with a liquid like this. We'll do a little taster shooter so you can see that brightness that we experience. I will just call it again. Have you see? Okay, hold on.
All right, Allie, you're going to have to take a turn because I'm not going to make it.
Those goggles are doing it. See, mine are sealed.
They're not airtight.
I thought of the airtight element. And so this is quite volatile. Have you, has Noah tried this at all?
Not yet.
Yes.
No.
And so just to call out again, I'll let you know that link to the herbal ginger syrup is very friendly for toddlers and children. And I do not advise the Master Tonic for children. This is definitely more of an adults only. Yes. Adult only tool because it is very spicy. All right, so we had to take a little brief reset. We almost needed a high school science eye wash station for you there.
Yep.
That's why this airtight thing really matters. Don't take this lightly. We're gonna add in that Bragg's apple cider vinegar. Now I'm just gonna fill it up to where the blended volatile ingredients are. This is going to add in the probiotic and work as a medium to aid in further extraction of all of the medicinal properties. So you just want to make sure that it is covered. And then we're going to let that ferment at room temperature. We'll put a lid on it. And you might want to burp your lid, which basically means allowing some air out about once a day, because within that fermentation process, there will be carbon dioxide that is released. And in theory, that could explode your glass jar. So don't do that either. Okay.
Safety first, guys.
So after the fermentation, what we would be doing then is straining it through a sieve. And then we're going to end up with this clear, very spicy, powerful liquid.
Final product. And this really lasts indefinitely. I've had this in the back of my fridge all season and then some.
Yes.
Lasts forever.
Don't breathe it in deeply.
And you can actually use the kind of discard or the solids in a marinade if you so dare.
Yeah. Or stir fry even just little small amounts, because that's a great flavor profile in like a tablespoon to 2, not this concentrated volume.
Yep. All right, let's give it a little
Just
taste.
a little shooter. And so this is something that you could take a shooter of. Looks aggressive. This would be a shooter that you could take at the first sign of illness. And what I typically do is I have like an ounce every 2 hours for a 24-hour window, and that tends to kick anything out. Of course, I also will supplement with the Rebuild Spectrum Probiotic, my cellular antiox, which has that NAC and glutathione, very powerful antivirals, and also support for respiratory health. And then I'm upping our Bio-C Plus, our vitamin D balance blend. Again, all of those tips are in our immune protocol, which we'll link below.
All right, let's give it a try.
All right, yeah, not something to smell. You just get it down. Cheers. Makes me do that.
Woo!
Yep.
Yeah, mine was a little aggressive. I would say 1 ounce to start
I
is
just took it
probably
back.
sufficient. Yeah, you're brave.
Yep, here we go. So if you like this video, or if you've learned something, or you're curious about making the Master Tonic yourself, go on over and make sure you like this video, subscribe to the Naturally Nourished YouTube channel so you never miss out on our food as medicine tips and tricks.
Keep going.
Wait, hold on.
I just can't see.
I'm gonna trade mine are airtight.